Starbucks Reverse Open Door Policy, a comprehensive overview. Starbucks, one of the world's most recognizable coffeehouse chains, has long been associated with inclusivity, comfort, and community. However, in recent years, the company has faced challenges balancing these values with operational efficiency and customer satisfaction. To address these concerns, Starbucks has introduced a new policy set to take effect on January 27, 2025, which fundamentally alters how customers access its facilities. Referred to as the Reverse Open Door Policy, this move marks a departure from its previous open door approach. Below is an in-depth look at this change, its origins, implications, and the broader context behind it. What is the Reverse Open Door Policy? Under Starbucks' new policy, only paying customers or their guests will be allowed to use the store's facilities, such as seating areas, restrooms, and power outlets. This contrasts sharply with the open door policy introduced in 2018, which permitted anyone, regardless of purchase, to utilize these amenities. The updated Code of Conduct also bans certain activities that Starbucks deems disruptive or unsafe, including loitering, panhandling, smoking, or vaping, drug use, harassment, discriminatory behavior. To enforce these rules, Starbucks plans to train its employees to handle violations effectively. In extreme cases, local law enforcement may be involved. At the 2018 Open Door Policy, a turning point. The introduction of the Open Door Policy in 2018 was a response to a highly publicized incident in Philadelphia. In this case, 2 black men were arrested at a Starbucks store for sitting without making a purchase while waiting for a business associate. The event sparked nationwide outrage, with many accusing Starbucks of racial bias. Facing widespread backlash, the company closed all its U.S. stores for a day to provide racial bias training to employees. To further demonstrate its commitment to inclusivity, Starbucks implemented a policy allowing anyone to sit in its stores or use restrooms even if they did not make a purchase. This move was widely praised at the time for promoting equality and welcoming all individuals into Starbucks spaces. However, as time passed, operational challenges began to emerge. Why is Starbucks changing its policy now? While the 2018 policy was well-intentioned, it led to unintended consequences that negatively impacted both customers and employees. These issues include 1. Overcrowded restrooms. Many Starbucks locations report long wait times for restroom use, with facilities often overwhelmed by non-paying visitors. This led to complaints from paying customers who felt they were not getting the level of service they expected. 2. Disruptive behavior. Instances of loitering, panhandling, and other disruptive behaviors became more common. Employees often found it difficult to manage these situations, creating an uncomfortable environment for both staff and customers. 3. Safety concerns. Some stores experienced incidents involving drug use and other unsafe activities, raising concerns about the safety of employees and patrons. For customer experience, paying customers began to express dissatisfaction with the store environment, which they felt was no longer conducive to enjoying coffee or working in peace. Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol explained the rationale behind the policy change, stating, "We are bringing Starbucks back to its original intent, a place where people can enjoy coffee in a friendly, relaxed setting." Key features of the Reverse Open Door Policy. 1. Purchase requirement. To access Starbucks facilities, customers must now make a purchase. This includes seating areas, restrooms, and amenities such as Wi-Fi and charging stations. 2. Behavioral guidelines. The policy introduces strict rules prohibiting behaviors deemed inappropriate or disruptive. These include loitering, harassment, and any form of discrimination. 3. Employee training. Starbucks employees will receive specialized training to enforce the new rules respectfully and effectively. The company aims to ensure that staff feel empowered to manage situations without escalating tensions. 4. Community focus. While the policy prioritizes paying customers, Starbucks has emphasized its commitment to maintaining a welcoming atmosphere. The goal is to strike a balance between inclusivity and operational efficiency. Implications for customers and communities. For customers, Paying customers are expected to benefit from a more pleasant and organized environment. Shorter restroom wait times, quieter seating areas, and fewer disruptions are among the anticipated improvements. However, some may view the policy as exclusionary, particularly in communities where Starbucks serves as a gathering place for individuals who may not always make a purchase. For employees, the new policy aims to reduce the stress on employees who previously had to manage difficult situations without clear guidelines. With enhanced training and support, Starbucks hopes to create a safer and more manageable work environment. For vulnerable populations, critics argue that the policy could disproportionately affect vulnerable groups, such as homeless individuals who rely on Starbucks spaces for shelter and access to restrooms. Advocacy groups have called on Starbucks to consider alternative solutions, such as partnerships with community organizations. Balancing inclusivity and operational efficiency. Starbucks has long been recognized for its community-focused approach. The open-door policy was an ambitious move toward inclusivity, but its shortcomings underscore the difficulty of aligning corporate values with operational realities. The reverse open-door policy signifies a shift toward prioritizing the comfort and needs of paying customers while still striving to maintain a welcoming environment for all. In its official communication, Starbucks reaffirmed its commitment to inclusivity, but acknowledged the necessity of addressing concerns raised by employees and patrons. To minimize the policy's potential negative effects, the company is exploring collaborations with community organizations aimed at supporting vulnerable groups. Global context. How other companies handle similar issues. Starbucks is not alone in facing these challenges. Other prominent chains, including McDonald's and Dunkin', have enacted comparable policies that mandate purchases for restroom access and seating use. These decisions reflect a larger societal debate about the management of public spaces, the pursuit of inclusivity, and the responsibilities of corporations toward broader social issues. Conclusion: a new chapter for Starbucks. Starbucks' reverse open-door policy represents a pivotal change in its strategy for delivering customer service and fostering inclusivity. By requiring purchases to access facilities, the company aims to enhance the experience of paying customers while addressing logistical and safety concerns. However, the new policy also raises significant questions about the role of businesses in addressing societal needs and preserving inclusive spaces. As Starbucks adapts to this shift, its success in balancing inclusivity with operational practicality will likely influence its reputation and relationships with customers well into the future.